Yes?
Hunnigan,
Thank God you're both all right.
how do you two know each other?
That's Helena Harper. She's been with the Secret Service since last year. I can't tell you how good it is to hear you two are all right. Look, I hate to rush introductions, but I need a report on your situation.
Helena Harper is one of the many new characters introduced in the game Resident Evil 6. Partner to Leon S. Kennedy, Helena is kind of the reason that Leon's involved in this game's events in the first place, dragging the veteran character into her world as she attempts to rectify the issues that she's helped create and save her sister Deborah from the tangled web of Derek Simmons that they've found themselves in.
It's all my fault. I did this.
What are you talking about?
Helena's story as we know it begins with her family. Little is known of the Harpers' past, but what we do know is that by the time Helena and Deborah had become adults, their parents had already passed. Helena, being 4 years older than Deborah, saw it as her job to look after her little sister. But while Deborah was more the carefree, laid-back type, Helena was always much more headstrong and let her emotions influence her judgment. These two strong personalities would cause the sisters to clash from time to time, but nevertheless, they remained close throughout it all. Helena would go on to pursue a career as a United States CIA operative, and would graduate at the top of her class. Unfortunately, however, her personality would cause issues not only with her sister, but with her career as well. Right out of the university, the officials who oversaw Helena's work feared that she would let her emotions get in the way of her duty, and these fears would soon manifest into reality once she was put in the field. In an investigation of a series of murders, Helena had managed to successfully find and apprehend the killer. Unfortunately, while she was in the process of detaining him, she used excessive force on the perpetrator because he wouldn't stop making threats in front of the victim's family. This action got her suspended from the agency, and though she served her suspension without issue, once she was reinstated, she found herself in yet more hot water. While Helena had been working to get back the trust of her superiors in the CIA and perhaps get a transfer for the Division of Security Operations, her sister Deborah had found herself in an abusive relationship. One particular night, the abuse was so bad that it sent Deborah to the hospital for her injuries, and this sent Helena over the edge. Enraged, Helena shot Deborah's boyfriend over the altercation, causing him serious injury. And this time, her supervisors weren't so lenient. Helena's outburst cost her her position with the CIA, and saw her relocated to the United States Secret Service, a transfer that would be taken note of by a man named Derek Simmons.
Leon, where are you?
Simmons there.
Yes.
Hunnigan, you need to be careful. I think he's the one who did all.
Hear my name.
Simmons.
In Helena, Simmons saw the perfect scapegoat for his plan to kill President Adam Benford. Not only was she rash and untrusted by her superiors, but she also had a devastating Achilles heel in her sister Deborah, whom she'd already proven she'd do anything for. And with her transfer to the United States Secret Service, Simmons saw a perfect opportunity waiting to be capitalized on. And so, capitalize he did. Simmons kidnapped the two sisters 3 days before President Benford was set to speak at Ivy University, holding Deborah hostage so that he could get Helena to participate in his plans in exchange for her freedom. Simmons gave Helena the task of sending out an alert over the Secret Service's radio that assassins had snuck onto campus and were planning to kill the president. This alert caused the Secret Service to disperse throughout the campus and search for the would-be assassins, leaving President Benford's defenses vulnerable and providing the opening that Simmons needed. Helena, however, given time to process what was happening, couldn't be party to such bioterror attacks, and so, despite her sister's life hanging in the balance, rushed to the school to try and put a stop to Simmons' plans. Arriving at the university, Helena attempted to right her wrongs and tell the members of the Secret Service that the would-be assassins were a red herring, and that they needed to get back to the president. Unfortunately, however, the agents wouldn't listen, due in part to Helena's track record. And so, when the attacks came, evacuation of the president was too slow, and he fell to the best-laid plans of Derek Simmons.
Stay right where you are. Mr. President!
Throughout the course of the game, Helena has two main goals. The first of them is to get back to the research laboratory under Tall Oaks Cathedral and rescue her kidnapped sister. Enlisting the help of Agent Leon S. Kennedy after their altercation with the president, the duo make their way to the cathedral so that she can show Leon the evidence of Simmons' misdeeds. As for why she decides to keep this a secret from Leon, it's probably due in part to her reputation. And with the Secret Service not listening when she came to them with similar claims, she probably thought it was best to show, not tell. Once they get to the cathedral, Helena's sister is all but already lost. Injected with the C virus by Simmons' flunkies, Deborah's change was slow but inevitable. And once she emerged from her chrysalid, it was only a matter of time before she had to be brought down.
No more tears. Not until I avenge your death. Please. Forgive me.
With the death of her only remaining family member looming heavily in her mind, Helena vowed vengeance on the man who had set these events in motion, as she and Leon set off to track down Derek Simmons. This mission took them all the way to China, where they finally managed to catch up with the man behind the Tall Oaks attacks. But, unfortunately for the duo, Simmons had been injected with a powerful strand of the C virus by a former associate of his named Carlo Radamez. This strand of the virus made Simmons virtually unkillable, and he fought the duo over and over again until they finally managed to put an end to his reign of terror. And with this, Helena peacefully resigned herself to her fate. Sadly, Helena's sister had perished, but in the process, Helena had made severe mistakes that had resulted in many casualties, not the least of which being the president himself. And so, Helena went with Leon to pay penance for her crimes. But sometimes, fortune smiles on those who face their mistakes head on.
Thank you. I'm ready. What? But I assisted in the attack.
The investigating commission have reviewed the evidence and feel it unjust to hold you liable for Simmons' crime. They will also not be disclosing their findings to the public.
But
The president would have done the same.